Wes Bryant here with Curt Weiler from the Tallahassee Democrat, talking about the Florida State Seminoles, a team that didn't have the smoothest first season under head coach Mike Norvell. What's been the difference in the offseason this year? What's the buzz with this football team?
The buzz is Mike Norvell, I think, identified how young this roster was and how in need of experienced players, guys that have played at the top level this roster was. And he hit the transfer portal hard and really loaded this team with those guys, kind of trying to supplement the roster he inherited, which was not huge on experience, especially success.
Everybody looking at the quarterbacks, Jordan Travis, McKenzie Milton. What's that competition been looking like in your mind?
It's interesting. I think last December when McKenzie committed, I didn't think there would be a ton of one, especially once it became clear that McKenzie really was 100%, and he has been. He hasn't dealt with that. He's always been running fine. That hasn't been a big thing. But Jordan has really improved. He's always had the running asset of his game, and he's been able to make some plays through the air, but he's legitimately improved as a passer this offseason, which is something I feel like you don't see a ton. I think it's entirely possible that this decision or this battle goes right up to the final days before next Sunday against Notre Dame.
Let's go to the other side of the ball. Defensively, are we getting back any closer to those vaunted Florida State defenses of yesteryear?
They lose both their defensive ends, and I think you feel better about the position coming into this year with a guy like Jermaine Johnson. I think the secondary, they're really deep back there. No, I do. I feel better about, especially, I think a full offseason in Adam Fuller's defense, I think will help them tremendously.
Where does this team stack up in the Atlantic Division in your mind?
They have a really brutal schedule. I think it's entirely possible this team is much better than last year's team, but only wins 5 games, maybe doesn't even double last year's win total of 3, just because, they've got probably the 2 toughest teams in the Coastal in Miami, North Carolina. They've got Notre Dame. They always play Florida. The record really, I don't think, is going to be the indicator, and that's why I think it's entirely possible that they do finish maybe 4th or 5th or 6th in the Atlantic. But I think it's entirely possible they look much better while doing so, and there's more optimism about maybe pushing for 2nd or 3rd in 2022.